Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with,
Amber Howell.
and this is Tell All Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
It is. And we're going to talk about Snow White.
Yes, we are.
But you remember there was a movie with Blake Lively called It Ends With Us.
Yes, how could I forget?
And it was based on a Colleen Hoover book.
Right.
Well, Hollywood is going Colleen Hoover crazy.
I've never read one of her books.
I haven't either. But there's a book by her called Regretting You, and it's being made into a movie with Allison Williams and Dave Franco.
I've never heard of Allison Williams, but I do know Dave Franco. Who's Allison Williams?
Okay, I was trying to think what she has been on. She was on a TV series called Girls, something like that. Brian Williams is her father. He was an NBC news person.
Anchor?
Yeah, news anchor. And she's been in a few things. But then they're also making one called Verify.
Okay.
And that's going to have Anne Hathaway,
Okay.
Josh Hartnett,
Okay.
and Dakota Johnson.
That's a big cast right there.
But I think Colleen Hoover's written like 20 books.
Yeah, she's got a really long list.
And you've never read one.
Never read one.
I
Are you shocked, though? Are you shocked?
No.
Yeah.
Jackie. What?
That reminds me. We have to pick a book for me to take on my trip.
I know.
Today. Once the camera goes off, we have to pick.
No,
I have to pick.
You've got to say it now.
I've got to say it now?
Well, we're not on next week because you're on vacation.
I know. Give me some options. Karen White.
Karen White, Mary Alice Monroe.
Mary Alice.
Harlan Coben.
Any thrillers? Mysteries?
I just heard that Karen is going to have a new, not Trad Street, but
Royal
Street in November.
When was the last? It's been a couple of years since the last one came out.
And this will be the third.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that might be my holiday read right there.
But
I'm running out of time to pick.
We may just have to say, we'll get back to you on that.
We will get back to them on. I'll let them know the next time we get together what I chose, because I need a San Diego book, I need a summer book, and apparently I need a holiday book.
And then we talked about the Karen Rose book, which just takes place in San Diego. Does it take place in San Diego or New Orleans?
San Diego, I think. Right?
Because you said, "Oh, that may be my book."
Right. That's right. I have a decision to make. Anyway.
But we both saw
Snow White. We sure did.
And I was thinking about this. Let's say what's good about Snow White to begin with.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
We'll alternate.
Are you first?
Okay. Rachel Ziegler. I always get her. Zegler.
One of those.
Rachel Ziegler has a fantastic voice.
She does have a good voice. I agree.
Yeah. I really thought, that I remembered her from West Side Story. And
she was in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, too.
Yes. And she sang in that.
She sang in that.
Okay. But that was the thing that was outstanding to me on the good side.
Okay. Do you want me to say
your turn?
My good? Okay. I think the set design was really good. The visuals were fun. No?
I didn't feel like...
You feel like it could be better?
I just didn't feel like it was impressive.
That's fair.
It's like they've got so much CGI potential and all that.
The dwarves, I feel like could have been better. Do you agree?
Now, we're doing good things right now.
Okay, sorry. I thought that let me say this. I thought the set design was interesting and fun to look at.
All right. Whoever voiced Dopey.
Yes.
Was also the narrator.
Right.
And his voice was so good. I really liked that.
Do you know who it was?
I didn't recognize that guy. His name, it was a triple name. Like Jonathan Joseph something. I don't know. But it was just the right tone and for the movie in that respect. You got anything else good? Kind of have to dig, don't you?
Give me a second.
Okay. Da 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 da.
The squirrels were cute. That's all. Do you remember the squirrels?
I remember squirrels.
I agree. The singing was great. For me, the set design was fun to look at. And you like Dopey's voice. I agree with all your points. I can't really think of anything else that stood out to me.
Okay. I did not think Gal Gadot's voice was that good.
Singing wise?
Yes.
Is she? I didn't know she was a singer.
She's not known as a singer.
But I guess she can a little bit.
But she can. And I just didn't, especially compared with Rachel Ziegler's.
Mm-hmm.
And the songs they had her sing were not good songs.
Yeah. Yeah. She wasn't as, like, powerful as she could have been portrayed to be.
Somebody told me, they said, I could never accept her as the evil queen because she's been so nice in everything that she's done.
Yeah, like she's Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah, she's Wonder Woman.
So, yeah.
But I thought she was evil.
Yeah.
I thought also, you should just jump in here with.
Okay.
With all the controversy,
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding, they started out, they were going to have a variety of shapes and sizes and genders and nationalities to be the 7 dwarfs.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had them all cast, and then they scraped that idea.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That they had a different idea.
Yeah, they were all different sizes.
I did not know that.
And
they scratched that.
They scrapped that. And then they said, okay, we're going to cast real little people.
But they didn't.
But they scrapped that. Then they said we're going to go with CGI. Because they felt like it might be demeaning to little people to cast them in those roles, which I bet every little person actor in Hollywood was thinking, this is my chance for my big break.
Yeah.
And Peter Dinklage is a little person, and he's a tremendous actor.
Mm-hmm.
This would have been a great opportunity, but they were so cautious about not offending anybody, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was surprised that they still kept Dopey.
Yeah.
Because it was like, in the original, Dopey was kind of not even hardly aware of where he was or whatever.
Right.
And I just felt like that name on him, he had Doc and Sneezy and Bashful and Grumpy and Sleepy and
Happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say, though, Snow White was the movie that I always watched when I would go to my grandmother's house when I was little.
Remember you saying that.
Yeah. Like, I watched that. I always skipped the part where the evil queen turns into the old woman, old scary woman, because that was scary. And I forgot how dark and scary the Snow White story is.
If you remember, too, they didn't do this. The huntsman killed a deer and took the deer's heart back to the evil queen.
Right. And that didn't happen.
But in this one, she didn't even say, bring me, she did say, bring me back Snow White's heart. Though.
Yeah, she did.
But that always creeped me out.
It's scary.
He was going to kill an animal and take its heart. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the poisoned apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Snow White's story is based on a German folklore or something like that. Is that how you would classify
Was it Grimm's fairy tale? No, or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
it was dark.
The original was dark.
Yeah.
And Snow White, it's still dark. It's kind of Cody. I went with Cody, my husband, and he asked me last night. He was like, "I feel like this shouldn't even be a Disney movie because of how dark it can be at points."
Other thing, I'll be stupid here or silly here, but she wore that same dress for like 6 days.
She did. Does Snow White do that in the movie? In the original?
I don't know. I
can't remember.
But she spends time with the dwarves in the animated, so she had time to wash her dress out and let it clean or whatever. But in this one,
she just wears it straight, and she looks beautiful and clean the whole time.
But to me, there was a flatness to the movie.
Yeah.
They added like 5 songs.
Yeah.
None of which I came out of the theater saying, do.
Yeah.
And the highlight for me were Hi Ho, and Whistle While You Work.
I agree. I think a lot of the songs made the movie fall flat and did not progress the movie in any way. I was like, get this song over with. I don't want to hear
And
anymore.
every dance number was like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. The music part of it was getting old.
Yes.
By the end of it.
What was that point I was going to make? Oh, spoiler alert if you haven't, we're going to tell things here about the movie. There is no prince.
No.
There is the good guy who is leading the rebellion against the evil queen.
What were they calling them?
I don't know.
Because he was a thief, but
Yeah.
they had a name.
I don't know. But he reminded me of Jim Carrey.
I
You
can
know
see
who
that.
Jim
I
Carrey
know who
is?
Jim Carrey is.
And so I couldn't ever take him seriously.
Yeah.
And then, to me...
He wasn't a prince, but he was her love interest.
He was her love interest. But to me, the movie, when she's, in her
Coma.
death coma, and he comes and true love wakes her up.
Uh-huh.
That should have been the end of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. How
Because
does the movie end in the original?
the witch goes away from the cottage
Uh-huh.
in the woods, and the animals pursue her,
Uh-huh.
and it's like she goes up to a cliff or something and falls
Falls
over.
off.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
And then Snow White is laying there in the trance, and the prince comes and kisses her. And
That just brought so much memory back from my childhood. Her falling over the cliff.
So I was ready. Once he kissed her and woke her up in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need
The whole
that little next chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. All in all, what do you rate it, Jackie?
I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
Because I did think the voice was good.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. There were a bunch of children, and they seemed fascinated by it. I just thought
It was flat.
overall it was flat.
I absolutely agree, because when I came in today to film with Jackie, I gave it a this.
My wife gave it a thumbs up. She loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as she said, "Wasn't that great?"
And you were like, no.
No.
And Jackie gave it a thumbs down. So Jackie's down, I'm middle, Miss Terry's up.
And you're in the middle.
I'm right in the middle.
And we don't know about Cody.
We don't know about Cody. I'll ask him when I get home later.
And he's gonna say, "What movie was
He's
that?"
like, what movie? I don't even remember.
Or did you at least get your icy?
I got my icy, my popcorn,
Well,
so I was satisfied.
You were happy.
I was happy. That's all that
And we
counts.
both saw it on the big screen.
I saw it on GTX. You saw it.
Which was, to me, the big screen was not needed for that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. The last GTX movie I saw was Fall Guy.
And
That was epic.
that kind of did need the screen.
Yeah.
Because there were some big shots.
Right.
And all.
Right.
But
So.
I don't know. It's not making the money they thought it would. It's kind of like, it's like Dumbo.
Mm.
Did you see the live version of Dumbo?
No,
No.
I didn't.
Well, it was probably one of the least successful of the
All of them.
conversion of animated to real life.
Yeah.
And but
What did the best? What Disney?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Mhm.
Did they do a Cinderella? I don't even remember.
Mm-hmm.
Was that one good?
Yes. Now I don't remember if Disney did Cinderella, because there was an actress named Lily somebody. Oh my gosh. And she was beautiful, and it followed the story. But talking about that, Cody saying this was really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, I hope I don't have this wrong. Somebody told me this, that in the original Cinderella,
Mm-hmm.
that the stepsisters, trying to get their feet into the glass slipper,
Mm-hmm.
cut off their toes.
I've never heard that, so I can't tell you if that's right or wrong. I guess a lot of these princess fairy tale stories from Disney
And listen,
have a background like that.
Hansel and Gretel,
Oh yeah, they're scary.
shoved them in the oven.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
They're scary.
I mean, and it was Beauty and the Beast.
The Beast.
It wasn't Beauty and the...
Why are they so dark? All of them.
Mhm. And the one that was the lightest was Bambi, and it started off with the mother,
Yes!
the mother being killed
I know.
by a hunter.
Oh my goodness.
You
That's
know,
terrible.
I still have the trauma of the forest catching on fire.
Yes.
Did you watch Bambi?
I did it. Yes, when I was little, I don't really remember it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And I think that's why I never watched it again, because that first bit was so sad and dramatic.
It
For a child, like, come on.
you know,
That's sad.
they you know, I'm big on sad movies, you know.
Yeah, but that's too much.
But I had a friend in college, and he was on the basketball team, you know, great athlete, blah 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 blah. And we went to see Old Yeller.
Oh,
Have you ever seen that movie?
yes.
And at the end, where that
Horrible.
Darrell dies or gets shot or
Yeah.
gets shot, he started crying. He was inconsolable. I mean, he was like, just
Yeah.
leave me here. And
Yeah.
I'll come
It's
home.
terrible.
I'll come home
It's
when I get it
terrible.
together. But
There's some dark. Yeah.
and there's another movie called The Yearling,
Mm-hmm.
where the little boy adopts a deer.
Mm-hmm.
And the deer, they just love each other so much.
And it dies.
He has to shoot it because it eats up the crops.
Don't tell me that.
I know, it was
Don't tell me
it was
that.
traumatic.
I've had enough, Jackie. I can't talk about
That's
it
it.
anymore. That's it. We're wrapping.
Yeah. But anyway, that was one of your few movies you
That was
said
one.
you were going to go see.
That's right.
And you came out with a...
I came out with this. So I got to find a good movie this year that I really like.
You do. Did you see a trailer to anything you wanted to see?
No.
Hmm.
No.
I'm just, I don't know what the year's going to be like.
Wicked Part 2.
That's the fall.
It's the fall.
Yeah.
Got some time though.
But let us know if you saw Snow White. My review has already been posted on YouTube, so you can find it there. But let us know what you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leave it in the
because
comments.
you may have thought it was just
Fantastic. Like Miss Terry.
Yeah. Wasn't that great?
And you're like, no.
No.
Usually me and Jackie don't really agree on movies, but I think we agree on this one.
I think we basically do.
Yeah.
Because a 5 is rotten on Rotten Tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
but it still acknowledges that there was talent in the production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We give it a 5.
5, yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with I'm going to say your name.
Jackie, that's my part.
Here with
Amber Howell.
And this has been Till All Tuesday.